With the recent update adding Mississippi acres to the game, there was quite a few different fur changes to some of the existing species, and one of those was the black bear. And you guys have been requesting me to do a black bear hunt ever since this update dropped, so I figured, why not? We'll jump out there today and see if we can find ourselves some black bear. And in fact, we got a couple of them right in front of us right now. I decided to choose Silver Ridge Peaks as the hunting location today, just because we've been doing a lot of Mississippi acres, and I know not everybody wants to see every single video be on the brand new map. So, I decided today would be a fun time to go out to Silver Ridge Peaks and try to take down some black bear. We're gonna go ahead and blast both of these if we can with the 300 Magnum, and hopefully we can get a good shot on both of these. I'm not entirely sure if we'll be able to hit that one because it is behind the tree, but we shall try. Definitely did not connect good on the second one. I was hoping we could get a neck shot or just make it so it would jump out into the open. But you know what? Actually, that might have been a single long shot now that I'm looking at that. Because the HP is officially gone. You know, maybe we got lucky with that shot. So this is definitely the first one that we shot, and we did get a solid hit on it. Which fur type is this? I honestly can't tell. It looks really nice though. To be honest, I have no clue what my favorite fur type is of all of these new ones. I do quite like the dark. I don't know if it's gonna be my favorite though. I'm gonna have to get better looks at all of them because I haven't really paid nearly as much attention to the black bear as I have all of the newer species that were added with Mississippi acres, so we need to go ahead and take down a bunch of these, and then I think at the end of this video I'll probably have a good idea of which fur type I like the most. But on first glance, based off of my experience so far, I really do like the dark fur type. I think that's probably going to be my favorite, but I guess we'll find out. So this one is also the dark fur type, so it's going to be pretty much the same as the last one, just a little bit lower level. And we did hit thoracic vertebrae, so yeah, that explains why it was losing HP at a decent rate. Wasn't a single lung, unfortunately it was a vertebrae shot, but that is another bear down. Pretty small one, but still another one towards potential diamond respawns in the future. Hopefully we can get a diamond of these new fur types. So the last time that I was at this lake, I shot, I think, 2 mythicals. I'm really hoping there's going to be a good respawn from those. And for the first time ever, I'm actually going to use a ground blind on Silver Ridge Peaks because this area is kind of brushy and it makes it really difficult to see anything from a tripod. So I think what we'll do is set up a ground blind like right down here, and hopefully that will be good for giving us more options with taking down black bear like this guy right here. And also, since I'm sure there's some of you that have not played Silver Ridge Peaks, there is currently an issue with light brown turkeys overspawning, so I will not be shooting any of these that I find today. It just does not seem right to shoot something that's spawning more than it should, so we're not going to bother with those. What we're going to focus on today is the black bear, and that's a little level 3 right there. There is a level 7 right here, so we're definitely going to target that one first, and see if we can get a good shot into it. That should be good right there. Maybe if we can get on it. There we go. We got the other one too. Was a little bit worried I wasn't going to be able to make that shot, and there's actually another black bear right there. That was just a 5, so we'll probably leave it alone. And I think what we're going to do is drop our blind like right here. Yeah, I think that's going to be pretty good. So it's actually going to be kind of neat to use a ground blind to hunt the bear. Never tried it before in my entire time playing, so I guess ground blind hunting a black bear is going to be pretty sweet. Hopefully we can get ourselves a 9 to spawn at this lake, because that would be a lot of fun to hunt it from a ground blind. But this is our level 3 right here. This is the black variation. This one looks pretty decent as well, but I think I do like the dark a little bit better. But this one's definitely not bad. It also looks pretty good. Just based off of what I have seen in the live streams and also in the comments, a lot of you guys seem to like the dusky variation for the black bear the most. It's definitely a beautiful fur variation, but I kind of like the dark and the black just a little bit better. I definitely think so far the dark's my favorite, but we will hunt around a little bit more, and maybe my mind will change at some point, but as of now, that's kind of how I'm feeling about the brand new fur variations for the black bear. So that's going to be a very, very long shot, but I think we can probably make it. We just need to hold a little bit high and we should be okay. Just in case we'll get another into it, but it is going down. There is actually a level 7 right next to the lodge where we just came from, so I think we will attempt a shot on this guy. It's not a great angle, but that is a 7, so we definitely need to take it down. Once it lifts its head, we will attempt to get a shot in there, and it looks like we connected. Another question that I've seen quite a bit about the black bear is whether or not the cinnamon and the brown and the blonde are rares now, and yes, they are. They are 100% rares now. I've barely seen anybody kill them ever since this update, and I have never seen a cinnamon or a brown or a blonde since this update. So they're 100% rares now. There's absolutely no way that I would not have seen one with the amount that I've seen if they were still just regular commons. They've definitely made them rares, which in my opinion is pretty nice. I think that's a good move because it gives a little more, I guess, to look forward to with the black bear. They used to kind of just be, once you got a diamond of the fur variation you liked, you pretty much didn't have any reason to grind them. Now, they actually have rares, which is so nice. I'm actually going to have more reasons to grind for the black bear now. And speaking of the black bear, that is another one that we didn't see before. I'm going to assume that the outpost was too close and it just didn't spawn in when we spawned in, so let's see if we can get this guy. I think we can actually hit this angle. If it doesn't move its head like that. There we go. I think that should be good. Yeah, it's definitely going down. Well, I mean, since it's just sitting there, we might as well blast that turkey on our way over to claim these. This is the dusky fur variation. This is the one that a lot of people seem to really love. I don't know. It's not really my favorite. I do think the black looks a little bit better. And so does the dark. The dark's probably my favorite still. But it's not bad. I do like it. All of the brand new fur variations are fantastic, but I think out of all of them, my favorite is still gonna be the dark. And this is that little turkey we just took out. It's a 4.50, that's actually a pretty good size one, so I'm kind of glad that we took out that turkey on the way back. And once again, another dark fur variation, definitely my favorite out of all of them, as I've said pretty much this whole video. I love the way this looks. This is kind of what I think of when I think of a black bear in real life. This is what every black bear that I've seen in real life looked like, and I'm so happy that they finally redid their fur textures and made them look similar to what real black bears should look like. It's such a nice change. I can't get over how much better they look compared to the old ones. The old models, they weren't terrible, but they just needed a little bit of love, and now that they've got that love, they are fantastic. Well, another nice level 7, definitely one of the better bears that we have seen today, and then we also have a level 4 over here, and I believe I saw one more over here. I think it was like a level 2. We might try to get that. I don't even know. It's just level 2, so I'll probably not really try for it too hard, but let's go ahead and get down this level 7 at least. I don't know how that's gonna be. It doesn't look like it connected very well. I was hoping that I could get underneath the chin, but I think we hit the chin instead. Well, that did it. I don't know what we hit there, but it killed it much quicker than the first shot did. Alright, well, as we avoid the bison, let's grab this little guy right here. I'm curious where the second one hit. It was just a double lung. Interesting, so I guess it did enough damage to just drop it on the spot. That's kind of nice. To be honest, I did not expect that, and a 2020 score. How perfect is that? So I did see a level 4 bear over here, but I can't find it now. We still have this level 2 right here, so I mean, we might as well take this thing out. I feel like at this point we have to, just because it's not every day you see a level 2. They're not a common sight. Definitely a much lower level than 99% of the bears you'll see. Well, there's our giant level 2. Definitely the most interesting thing we've seen today. To be honest, it's been kind of a lackluster day of hunting here on Silver Ridge Peaks. Haven't seen anything better than a 7 so far, but that is a dusky level 2 male black bear. Man, that is tiny. That is an absolutely tiny black bear. Thankfully, this is one of the few tree stands that I've ever placed that has not been took down by the beavers, like, immediately. So, that's actually pretty sweet, because this is an area where I really need it. There's not really any places I can put a tripod or a blind at this lake, but we do have the tree stand, and that makes it so that we can hunt them from a stand. We got a few bear down there. There's that level 7, and then we also have this level 4 here. I did see a couple more walk off, so I guess we'll try to see those as well at some point, but for now, let's try to get this level 7 down if we can. And I think what we're going to do is actually the 22 trick, so that we can get it to turn. Oh, there's a level 6 literally right there. That is much closer than I expected it to be. I suppose we will take a shot at that first, and yeah, that did the trick. It's dead instantly. Let's see if we can maybe get one into this guy. Yeah, that's actually a good shot too. And one more into that level 4. That went way better than I expected it to. And there's a random 5 that just showed up out of nowhere. We'll leave that one alive. I don't want to shoot too many in this area. This should be the level 6 that we took out first. 18.70, not quite a gold, still not a bad black bear for a level 6. So this should be the level 7 right here, and yeah, it definitely is. 20.50, and another dark fur type as well. We got a pretty good shot on that thing. That's about as good as you could ask for from that angle that we took, so I'm pretty happy with that. I think this is another dusky fur type. Yeah, you know what? In that lighting, that actually looks really cool. You know, maybe I can kind of see why people like the dusky a lot. That does look really good from that angle. But then once you get to the harvest screen, it doesn't look quite as cool. That is a level 6 bear trying to trot away. Let's go ahead and take a shot on it before it decides to go out of our view. I believe that was the only good thing here. There was a few elk, but none of them looked to be anything special. So I think we got the only good thing, and in fact, we might have spine shot it. It's really looking like we did. Let's attempt to get a shot into it. I really don't know how much we're going to need to lead it. It looks like it's going to die anyway. Yeah, it just died, so I guess we don't really have to worry about that. But let's jump down and go grab it. And if there's any bears on this side of the lake, they should render in by the time we get over there. Well, there it is, our level 6 that we completely botched, and it was indeed a spine shot, so it's a little unfortunate we just didn't aim low enough, I guess. Maybe I compensated too much for drop. I'm going to assume that's probably what happened there. Oh my gosh, well, it is definitely not a bear, and this is probably the last thing I expected to see, but it is a female Leucistic, I believe, Pronghorn. That's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and try to get that thing down. It's definitely nothing lodge-worthy, but definitely cool. So let's just go ahead and drop her on the spot. That is pretty awesome. I'm happy that we at least found something. I was heading up to this lake just above us to go check for black bear there. I had just checked this one and it was all females, and I was running my way up here, and sure enough, we got ourselves either an Leucistic or an albino pronghorn. I'm almost positive it's Leucistic, but it could be albino. Hard to say. We're about to find out, though. Well, there it is. There is our little pronghorn. Let's take a quick look. That's definitely Leucistic. Oh yeah, that's Leucistic, because the Leucistic Pronghorn actually do have kind of like a gray tint to them, and that is definitely gray tint. And the hooves are black, so that also is another sign that it is a Leucistic. And it is 37.90. That's pretty cool. That's the last thing I expected to find since I was just focusing black bear today. We'll tax it just so I can get a couple screenshots of it in the lodge, and then I'm probably just going to delete it because it is just a female, and I don't really need any female rares in the lodge. Primarily just want to get some large rare males. In fact, at some point, I would need to get ourselves a 90 plus Leucistic male pronghorn, because we have a 90 plus for the piebald and for the albino, so it'd be nice if we could get one for the Leucistic as well, but until then, this is a pretty cool thing to come across. Well, it appears that there is a lot of pronghorn feeding around this lake, but only one black bear drinking, and it is level 5, so I'm guessing this is probably where we're going to end it. Let's just take this guy out, and then we will call it there, because I've hunted all of my zones at this point, and yeah, I could go through again and look for respawns, but that would just take a long time, and yeah, just prolong the video longer than it needs to be, considering today we're just taking a look at all the different fur types for the black bear. And with this last bear on the ground, I think it's time for us to go ahead and end the video. If you guys are brand new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, click that like button, and ring that notification bell so that you guys will never miss any of the future content. Also, be sure to leave a comment down below on what you guys would like me to take a look at next here on The Hunter Call of the Wild. If there's any of the new stuff with the updates you guys would like me to look at, just let me know down in the comments below. And yeah, with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace!